Hello, my name is Richard Procida, and this is the Truth and Democracy Coalition newscast. And what I want to do today is share with you our successful No Kings event in Whittier. Share some videos and a few clips. And we may do this again. Right now, we're going through all the videos. There were thousands of people who came, and it was a very successful event. And right now, I'm building a team. So we're starting the Whittier No Kings Action Team. And we're meeting this Sunday online, Zoom, tinyurl.com/Whittier No Kings. And you can register for that Zoom meeting. And it is Sunday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. And so you can come to that meeting and participate, especially if you live in or near Whittier, because we're going to be holding an event on June 17th. We'll be holding an event on June 17th at 6:30 Whittier City Hall for the John Lewis Day of Action. And we're going to have speakers, maybe some food, probably something simple, socializing, and rally. And we're going to remember John Lewis and the Voting Rights Act and talk about what's happening now with voting rights. And so come to that. And if you want to help organize that or be on the Whittier No Kings Action Team, register. You have to do the https://tinyurl.com/Whittier No Kings. And to register for our well, that's another thing over there. So I won't bring that up right now. But what I want to do is remind you that to like and share our videos, subscribe, particularly subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, and so that we can grow. And also, yeah, that's about it. So, Truth and Democracy Coalition, and we did a No Kings event. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my page now. And where is it? Well, let's try to go about it this way. Here, we go to my YouTube page. And then, let's see, I'm going to hide this video. I'm going to hide this. Okay. And so from here, we can go to news, and we come down and we'll see The Nation magazine covered the parade. And so you can look at that up at The Nation magazine. And I just put The Nation Whittier No Kings Parade. And you'll come up with this article, from the city to the suburbs, first-time protesters are showing up. And I find that to be so true. I just had a whole group of people. We had the Whittier Action Team and been to a number of meetings. People are doing this for the first time. And I've been doing it for a while. So it's a good place to start, the Whittier No Kings Action Team. And so we're covered here. And let's see if I can go back. And then over here, is one of the pictures from our protest, our parade. We actually call it the Whittier Kings No Action Parade. And you click on this, bring you to my Substack, the Truth and Democracy News. Please be sure to subscribe to that as well. Thousands attend No Kings demonstration. Truth and Democracy Coalition leads mass No Kings. Kick out the clowns parade and protest. Rich Procida. And somebody else who published it, the Cerritos e-newspaper. Is it Cerritos? Yeah. Cerritos or Cypress? I think it's Cerritos. Brian Hugh Publishing. Check it out. He gave me a byline for this. So make sure you subscribe. So thousands of people crowded the streets of Whittier to protest Trump's policies. People packed the sidewalks in front of City Hall and on Painter Avenue. They held unique homemade signs and screamed as drivers honked in support. And so, and then I play this little video. Here's a here. Let me pause this for a second. This video here is I'm taking this video and I'm here, and this is just sort of panning around the view of the protest. Okay, let's do it. The crowd then marched from City Hall down Penn Street and then up Greenleaf Avenue. They took up the entire northbound lane and sidewalk. They turned around as they approached Hadley Street and took the entire southbound lane as they paraded back to City Hall. That's not the only parade. There were people parading up Painter and down Hadley. There were people all over the city, and this is just in this area, but all over the city there's a massive, a lot of people. So I say 2,500 is, because I heard it estimate of 10,000, but that seems extreme. I have no way of knowing, because I was way out, it's just all spread out. So the action was a parody to parody Trump's military parade and to oppose his authoritarian tactics, said myself of the Truth and Democracy Coalition. We don't need military in the streets. Trump's heavy-handed tactics and divisive rhetoric are tools used by dictators to terrorize their populations and suppress dissent. Trump's divisive rhetoric and name-calling certainly say nothing about the people who came together to fight back. And we can see here they are. Now the homemade signs. We didn't have signs. We did not have signs. We told people to bring it, and they brought homemade signs. And also, there's a large, the night before, there was a conflict there, had a contentious year ago over the. So there's a lot of people here. This ice was in Whittier very recently. So organizers intended the Whittier No Kings Kick Out the Clowns parade to be festive and patriotic. It was Flag Day. People brought American flags. Some hung them upside down, a traditional signal of dire distress and extreme danger, and which is what this country is in at this point, I believe. And we need to be prepared for that. And also, one side note to be aware of is that we initially began working with the women's movement, and the women's movement had this Kick Out the Clowns parade. So I got the idea of having a Kick Out the Clowns parade. So there was a Kick Out the Clowns kind of circus type of idea. I turned it into a parade. And then the No Kings event was also on the same day. And so I did the No Kings too. I combined them. But the No Kings was by far the larger coalition. We did have people come. I asked people, well, we'll go over some of that. But that's sort of the background of why we have No Kings and Kick Out the Clowns, because it's both the Women's March, and I think No Kings was led by Indivisible. But they have all the requisite coalition of groups. groups, but I don't know about the Women's March. They're kind of on their own thing right now. So many people were fearful after the ICE raids and the prior evening's confrontation with police after a contentious city council meeting. People are afraid because of the tactics ICE is using, said Whittier resident Maggie Moon. Organizers intended the Whittier No Kings Kick Out the Clowns parade to be more like a party than a protest. People brought loudspeakers and artists played music. They chanted, hey ho, hey, ho ho, Donald Trump has got to go, and other things too. Yeah, we filled both sides of the street when we were trying to fill quite a bit of distance. We really did fill both sides. There were a lot of people there. Yeah. So and the crowd was there for a long time. Let's see what else I said here. Yeah, the crowd lingered around City Hall holding their signs and playing music as cars honked in support and loud vehicles revved their engines. Some stayed in Uptown to hold signs and patronize the businesses. Organizers encouraged people to support the businesses. Everyone appeared to enjoy this positive and peaceful action to defend democracy against authoritarianism and state violence. So there's more to that. We had Batman. I remember seeing Batman come. He was standing, and I said, "Yay, Batman!" And that was fun. And then, and so we had performers. We had a musician, and if we there's some pictures here. I didn't put the picture of the musician who was playing music, but it really didn't work with this environment, you know. But it was cool. It was still cool. It was still cool. We were gonna if we didn't know what we were gonna do because we were going to have some type of program, but man, people were so many people there. Couldn't have a program. All we can do was lead and pray and lead and watch and get them going in one direction and back the other way. And other people and other groups came and they led their parades and marches throughout the streets. And people, you know, I think it was fun. And so we're putting together some more slides and more things to talk to show you. So that's it for right now. And after this, I'm going to put this together with the last video, our discussion of, well, I forgot what that discussion was. But anyway, here it comes. All right. Have a great holiday.
I want to invite you to a free trading and investing workshop right here in Orange County that will forever change how you view investing. Inside this workshop, you'll discover that you I want to invite you to a free trading and investing how you view investing. Inside this workshop,
Okay, so what the heck happened here?